Hey everybody, Dom here, and today I would like to talk about the Team Fortress 2 map, Payload Swiftwater. This map is generally good, but it's freaking rough around the edges. There's no other Team Fortress 2 map out there that's more unrefined. I want this map to be good, but I can't help but see stupid and obvious flaws everywhere. Let's start with the spawns. There are shutters on the windows. They rise when someone inside comes too close. This is a missed opportunity to implement some optimization into the map. Usually map makers link area portals to such things like windows and doors that open and shut, so that when they're closed, the area behind there isn't rendered. The map makers behind this map, they don't watch GDQ, they don't know about saving the frames. That was a weird joke. Forget about it, let's move on. This looks really bad. The train clearly sits in a tunnel before it starts to roll. Couldn't they've, moved the train back a little bit so it couldn't be seen? This is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to train problems. This train has a lot of problems. The train is broken. You know how trains have like a sound effect? Like a choo-choo and they go along a track and it makes some sound? This train in particular only plays its sound effect the first time it goes through. Every subsequent time it passes the map, it's completely silent. So I have no idea how they programmed the train like this, because all you have to do is copy and paste an official map, and you'll be set, you'll be golden, you'll be good. You'll have a working train, it works. So they must have made it themselves, the train, and they screwed up somehow. A third thing wrong with the train are the train tracks. They're two-dimensional. Now, I'm all for lowering levels of details as you get further away from the play space of the map. But, come on, I can see such an obvious flaw clearly from within the map. It's only two freaking brushes, two freaking rectangles that are required to make three-dimensional train tracks. And they can't do it. I don't know why, they can't do it. This looks good. Totally. The skybox has no fog, and it looks really bad. There's a reason why people who make maps opt to either use regular 3D skyboxes or use the forest cutouts. It's because you can't use both. Fog doesn't work well with the cutouts, and no fog looks bad with the displacement. On this map, it seems the makers opted to use no fog in the skybox, and it turned out really poorly in the end for them. Another problem with the skybox is that it's poorly implemented with shadows. There are numerous places that either the skybox should cast a shadow on the play space, or vice versa. So there's areas that just look like they should have shadows, but they don't. These areas really stick out. In a more ideal situation, some block light brushes could be used to fake some shadows, both in the regular play space and the skybox. The sign over the cave looks like blood spewing from a butt crack. This looks normal. The room near spawn seems to be missing a wall. Even if this is supposed to be some sort of shack or something along those lines, there's still a missing wall. A wall substituted with a rock face is not something well known to occur in real life, especially when the shack isn't even using the wall for support or anything. It's just a stupid missing wall. Why? This blue arrow sign under the ground always shows. It's always present to annoy players as they walk up the stairs. What does it do? Why is it there? Well, it switched out for the arrow above when a cart checkpoint is captured to indicate that a new door is opened. It should be hidden. It only causes a small amount of confusion and a large amount of annoyance. This is one of those things that separates maps made with love and care with those that are plopped out. Attention to detail. It's so small and stupid and insignificant, but it really annoys me. Doors that don't lead to anywhere. There's no door on the other end, and there are multiple occurrences of this happening on this map. Take a good map, for example. Look at Payload's Snowy Coast. On this map, they've placed doors that are there for decoration on both sides in a way that makes logical sense. I can't tell if this is an oversight or what. There are 4 chimneys, but only 2 ever appear at once. 2 on one side of the map, and 2 on the other. Perhaps intentional? Who knows? Look at this, wood boxes under a staircase. Why would any company store something in a place where you'd have to disassemble a staircase to get to it? This feels lazy. It's like the map makers didn't really even give it a second thought. Those poor workers, they just want to do their job, but they need something in a box, and they have to disassemble a staircase. Here's something similar. Why the heck would there be a device that pours grain or gravel or whatever over a doorway? That's just a safety hazard, an accident waiting to happen. There's no actual easy way to even fill it up, and a truck can't exactly park under it either. There's a lot of questions surrounding this thing. Why would it even be here on this map? Swiftwater's a water bottling plant. It has a mine. I guess that's the reason why this would be here, but that raises more questions like why would there be a mine here? Let's just move on. There's something really screwy about using floor textures on walls. It's surreal. It's like carpet on the ceiling. Why would anyone do this? It seems like a bad idea to use a shutter-looking texture on loads of windows and doors and stuff. People associate this texture with doors opening when they get close, and this actually does occur on this map in select locations. The problem is having to troubleshoot what places its texture appears. Will a door magically open? Trial and error is the only way to find out. Why must I go around this map thinking to myself, is this a door that can open? Can I get through here? Nope. How about this one? This looks like a window that could open. Nope. This thing's a shutter. It does open. Oh, okay, sure. Hey, look, man, this boiler's dangerous. You can tell because there's red lights. and a sign. Jokes aside, there's actually no problem here. It's just humorous that red lights were used in lieu of heating elements. Why would anyone in real life make a building with a doorway like this? A doorway that leads to a drop. Did they intend to install a staircase later on but opted for placing a bunch of random crap as a temporary solution? I understand if there's a pile of stuff leading to a window. That makes sense, as it's there for players. Here, in this situation, thematically the construction workers just got lazy and didn't install a staircase. The sun's in the wrong location in the sky. The location of the sun and the direction of shadows don't line up. My suggestion here would be to use a different 2D skybox image. One that's more fitting or doesn't have a sun. If a skybox doesn't have a sun, a fake one could be used instead, and it can be placed anywhere in the sky, which is pretty useful. This window reflects a grassy outdoor area. A cube map should be placed close to here so that it would reflect the interior instead. A fence has to be uninstalled to get to these barrels. What a pain in the back. This is horrendous optimization. All the cyan colored objects seen here are props. The problem is, they can be seen from this far away. This means a large majority of props in this map have no maximum render distance. Having loads and loads of props not fade out of existence from far away is resource intensive and wasteful. Is this a lighting glitch? Why are there 2 stripes of pitch blackness besides this fake door? Isn't this just the perfect thing to end us off? A small detail that could have been cool, but was screwed up? Something that could potentially have been great? That is this map in a nutshell. Wasted potential. And it is unfortunate. Anyways, that was the video. I'm sorry if my criticism sounds harsh. If the makers of this map see this video, know this. Know that I mean you no disrespect. I just wish your map was improved. Please improve your map. Thanks for watching. Au revoir.